when I got hurt, I couldn't tuck my kids in. Now I can get my wheelchair into this room and kiss my son goodnight and tuck him in. It's wonderful.
So Polly, Tracy, Ed, man, as you know, this season we're all about getting on the bus, volunteering, and giving back. These are some guys from the local SWAT team here on the Dallas Police Department. Thanks for being here.
We appreciate the chance to get on the bus this week and come help you all help a great family, a good friend.
I'm really glad you guys are here. Let me tell you where we're headed. So right now we're going through Dallas County on our way to Lancaster, Texas, on our way to meet the Marshall family. Carlton was a decorated police officer, 23 years on the force. Now, SWAT members know the story, but I want you designers to see this video to really understand why we're here. Take a look.
My name is Susan Marshall. I'm an Irving police officer. When I met Carlton, I knew I wanted to be with him. We both loved the country life. Both of us had that dream where we could have our horses in the backyard. So we went ahead and bought a little fixer-upper house. We had two wonderful kids, Joseph, who's 4, and Jessica, who's 2. We both had great careers in law enforcement, and everything seemed to be going perfect. October 17th was the first day of his vacation, but they were running a search warrant, and he wanted to be a part of it. And told me when he left the house that he was only going to be about 3 hours. And he never came back.
The bullet hit 21-year Dallas Police Lieutenant Carlton Marshall.
The SWAT officer was shot in the neck, critically injured, just moments after the TAC team had gone inside.
My name's Dr. Alex Eastman. I am one of the medical officers and tactical physicians for Dallas SWAT. We heard calls for officer down, and then they announced that it was Lieutenant Marshall. We had to do something immediately or he wouldn't survive.
They sent a patrol unit to get me to the hospital. At that point, I thought I was going to lose my husband.
Thanks to the heroic actions of his team members, Carlton survived that night.
I remember waking up, seeing Susan for the first time. She had to explain to me what was going on. I was thankful to be alive, thankful to be able to see my wife.
Because of injuries to his spinal cord, Carlton had to stay at the hospital and undergo intense physical therapy for 8 months.
After I got Carlton home, I realized how inaccessible this house is, and it becomes a trap.
We bought this land because of our horses, and right now I am bound to my house. I can't get to the barn. I can't get to the horses. Getting in and out of my kids' rooms is difficult. I can't even do something simple like tuck my kids in.
I've watched them struggle since this has happened, and the reason I wanted to nominate them was to help him take the next step in his recovery.
My husband deserves a house where he can be his independent self. He can be the father to his kids and the husband to me that he's always wanted to be and he always was before.
Pretty incredible story, right? Alex, I want you to tell us what went down that day.
He had a devastating injury, and so we made a hole into his airway and put a breathing tube into his airway to get him through this.
You know, if we wouldn't have these guys working with us, you know, Carlton wouldn't be here today. And
you know, you've got a guy that's got all the heart in the world, but to see how limited he is by his surroundings, it's just tough to watch, man.
Just being able to live in an environment where he has some independence and can just be a dad is about the biggest gift we could give him. So what do you say? Can we do this?
Absolutely.
Bring it in here. Are you with me?
With you.
Well, then let's do it! Good morning, Marshall family! Carlton, Susan, Jessica, and Jesse, come on out here! Hi, what's happening? Hi there. Hello,
Hey, it's so good to see you guys.
Pleasure to meet you.
The SWAT team is here.
When we saw Type and saw the SWAT team there, I was almost speechless. The SWAT team has definitely taken a role as family members to us. I owe them my husband. I owe him his life. It was just an amazing feeling. They're there for us again.
Well, I see that there's horses on every shelf in your living room. You guys really wanted to kind of have a real ranch here, huh?
We were volunteering for Trot, therapeutic riding of Texas.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And it's geared towards helping handicapped children and adults, help their bodies get stronger. We would volunteer as sidewalkers and horse leaders. Now I'm in a wheelchair, so I might wind up being a
Client.
a writer myself.
He probably can't even go into Jesse's room here.
No.
I mean, we've got these.
Right, there's saddles
here.
over each of the doors.
Yeah. Then the doorways are really narrow, and then
Right.
it's probably hard for him to even pivot. When Susan and Carlton got this house, it already had a whole laundry list of problems. And now with Carlton's disability, it's become a trap.
Where's the breezeway? Right here.
But I think we have to turn this into basically make it look like a Kentucky Derby inside. The more linear slats we have, the more it looks like a barn.
Okay.
I've made it my mission to really kind of take on something that means a lot to Carlton. I want to give him back a barn so he can use his land in a way he hasn't since the incident.
Check this out. Wide
Right,
open
so 48
doorway.
inches, that's nice.
Yeah. So, get into his physical therapy room, no problem.
One of the great things about Carlton is how focused he is on bettering himself. So one of the things this week we're going to really concentrate on is a room just devoted to Carlton and his therapy. The problem is our roofers just cannot stay on the roof because it's so hot. So one of the first times we have all of our rooms inside the house with no roof on. It's a great roofing system we're putting in, but it reflects heat, so it reflects it back on the guys installing it. So we're all working overnight.
Say it with me. Here we go. Bus driver, move that bus!
That's our new house, baby. Wow. That's beautiful.
Isn't that pretty, Jesse? That's your new house.
Thank you guys. When that bus moved, I really thought I was gonna pass out. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't catch my breath. It was such an exciting feeling. When Carlton and I bought that old fixer-upper, we had a lot of dreams for it. Once he got shot, of course, all that changed. And when I saw that house and everything surrounding it, I knew this was why we bought that property. That did make our dream come true.
Oh man, this is beautiful. Wow.
This is amazing, isn't
Why
it?
is that?
Beautiful. Look at the kitchen. It's beautiful. No more excuses, dear. You can reach all this.
Oh, I'm in trouble now. She's gonna want me to cook every day. The kitchen gives me so much more accessibility than my old kitchen. The way that my old kitchen was designed, everything was inaccessible to me. Now, I don't have to struggle from point A to point B. Oh, I can't wait to cook my first meal.
Oh my goodness. My tractor. I love this tractor. This is my tractor. Cool. Hey, cool. Daddy, come here. Here's the tractor. That's my tractor.
Oh, wow. When I got hurt, I couldn't tuck my kids in. Now I can get my wheelchair into this room and kiss my son goodnight and tuck him in. It's wonderful.
Oh my gosh, Jessica, look. It's a carousel. It's a carousel bed, look.
So, Jesse, what do you think of your room? Pretty neat, right? You've got horses all the way around the room. You can actually ride these horses. Let's get you up on the horsey. How about this? Look at that.
Right, Jessica.
Horses.
Honey, this is gorgeous.
Wow, this is beautiful. Look how spacious this is. It's huge. My wife is my best friend. Through this tragedy, she's been there with me from thick and thin. And this master bedroom is just a quiet place she can escape to. And she is finally gonna be able to relax a little bit. And it's just a huge blessing.